Good morning, everyone. My name is John Morgan, CEO and founder of Motozuma. I'd like to ask everyone in the audience to think back for a minute to their first car. I'm sure you can picture it. Maybe it was a new car, like these beautiful ones out here. Maybe it was an old car, a used car, a beater. But everyone remembers their first car. Well, I want to tell you the story about my first car. There it is, 1987 Chevy Camaro. Awesome. This car had T-tops, a V8. How many people remember T-tops? I don't know why they still don't make cars with T-tops anymore. So I know you in the audience are asking yourself two very important questions right now. The first is, what was the deal with the short shorts? And in my defense, short shorts were in back then, I think. I don't wear those anymore. The second question you're probably asking is, how did I afford such a cool car? And I'll tell you how. My parents made a deal with me. They said, any money you save, we will match it to help you buy that car. And so what did I do? I worked my tail off. I cut lawns, I shoveled snow, I did odd jobs for 2 years. I even took out my neighbor's trash to save money. And right before buying this car, I had $1,500 in the bank. And my parents matched that money to get me that car. So thanks to my parents, I was able to buy that car. And thanks to them as well, we have today Motozuma.com. So what we've created with Motozuma.com is a patent-pending platform that helps consumers save money for a down payment on a vehicle. And we do that in three really unique ways. We help consumers save. So through our platform, they can save $10 a week, $20 a month out of a checking or savings account into their Motozuma account. We help them crowdfund, so they can reach out to mom and dad, grandma and grandpa for a birthday, holiday, graduation, and have them contribute money to their car fund. And third, we work with automotive partners to bring them exclusive purchase incentives to make their money go further. This is a unique value proposition in the space that no one else is doing. Right now, we currently have a partnership with Hyundai Motor America. They offer our users exclusively a dollar for dollar $500 match on their savings if they buy a new Hyundai. This is good on any Hyundai vehicle in their lineup. It's stackable with all their offers, and it's good across the country. We also work with dealerships on a used car basis. So if you want to buy a used car, there's a match for you at our Motozuma preferred dealerships. From the automotive partner side, we're really giving them reach and engagement to an audience that is saving money to buy a car. And then they can incentivize those people to buy their particular car. And it's a measurable result that every automotive partner should want. So how do we do it? This is our homepage. You can go there and sign up for free and get a Motozuma account. You can use your Facebook profile or fill out a simple form. And once you do, you get a profile page, much like a Facebook page that you can customize. Pick the vehicle you want to save for. Pick your savings amount and your goal date of when you'd like to reach that goal. You can customize it as an actual user in Atlanta, Georgia. Put your picture up there. Put your fiance's picture up there. And work towards saving money for this vehicle. We give you all the tools in our platform to do it. From our partner side, you can see Hyundai's presence here with their vehicle images, and in the lower right with their bonus cash offer, rewarding those users when they're ready to purchase that vehicle. So what does it entail? When somebody's ready to buy, we simply transfer that money via an ACH transfer working with US Bank to the dealership of their choice. And they're rewarded for their savings from our partners. And we get photos like this from our users, happy photos. They're happy to have this vehicle, much like I was for that first car. Or this. Or if you're lucky enough, this guy. So from our side, we're happy to bring automotive partners and consumers together in a true win-win. Because what our partners are doing is doing the same thing that my parents did, rewarding me for our savings. Now, saving for a vehicle is a smart thing to do. And last year, we had $1.4 million deposited by our users alone in their Motozuma accounts. We've had 2,500 users purchase a vehicle, and 64% of our audience is the demographic that was spoke about earlier, a Gen Y user under the age of 35. Saving for a vehicle is a smart choice. Almost every financial guru will tell you to do it. We think it's a smart choice to market to those people and incentivize them to buy your particular product. And that's what we do. So for us, we hope you go check out Motozuma.com. Sign up for free. Save for your next car. Tell your family and friends. Maybe they'll kick in. Maybe they'll want to save for their own car. And if you'd like, partner with us. Tell your audience about what we do. And maybe you want to reach our audience as well. And there's our contact information. Thank you very much for the time.
So can it be used for pre-owned cars?
Yes. Yep, new and used. Currently at dealerships only. We don't do private party right now.
Okay, so what are the biggest hurdles you guys had to overcome so far, or what still remains?
Yeah, I think on the hurdle side for us, having the partnership with U.S. Bank helped some people be comfortable with the fact that they were putting money in with us because that money's stored at U.S. Bank in an FDIC insured account, so that helped. I think the other thing as we've grown, dealerships and partners like Hyundai have seen that people will do this. They'll save, they'll reach out to family and friends, and they'll want to get money in an account that they're going to use to buy.
Okay. So are there any similar to like Kickstarter incentives or rewards for different levels, or is it really just help me out and help me get the car?
Yeah, right now, we've talked to partners about that. What we'd like to do as we grow our user base is really give them the ability to target. A lot of automotive partners, I don't know if there are some sitting out here, they still do a lot of targeted incentives through direct mail, for example, where they'll grab a list of 10,000 people in the Chicago area that they think are new car intenders for a small car, and they'll give them an offer to go in and buy that in the next 60 days. We think as we grow our audience, that's something that should be done through our platform. Let's talk to 10,000 people in the Chicago area that have saved over $400 and that are mid-car intenders, and let's give them something to purchase in the next 60 days.
Okay. People are curious, so why stop with cars? Could it be a savings platform for other things? Is there any plan for that?
Yeah, absolutely. As we've sort of built out the platform, and our patent application is not auto-specific, so we'd like to take it in the future to homes and to trips and to potentially weddings. We had a conversation with somebody yesterday. It was like, boy, if we could have had start saving for my daughter's wedding 3 years before it happened, that would have been a nice thing. Even though she didn't have a fiance, it was so expensive. So, we think those are those opportunities there, especially from the partner side. If you're going to take a trip, Disney would love to know people who are saving for that, so they could give them something specific to try to get them there, cruise lines, etc.
Okay. As far as the revenue model goes, how are you guys, their transaction fee?
Yeah, so right now we're driving revenue from our partner dealerships. We have dealerships that get to advertise on our site and get to be listed as a preferred dealership. Our used car model is a pay-per-sale model, which is currently running in Chicago. So those dealerships, when they incentivize somebody, they also pay us a success fee for each one of those people that comes in.
Okay. Does the user savings earn interest?
It does. We do not pay interest to the user because it would change sort of who we are. So the interest model, or the interest that's earned right now, which is pretty small because of interest rates, used to sort of offset the banking applications that we use from U.S. Bank. So,
do you have any direct competitors now that are doing similar things?
We don't currently in the automotive space. There is, if you go to crowdfunding sites, there are people on crowdfunding sites that are looking to raise money for a car. We like to think that what we're really combining is those three things about you can save for it yourself. If you want to crowdfund, great, but then you're getting an offer as well. And our ability to really transfer that into the dealership is something that is proprietary to us, and we think is a big differentiator for us because there was another program on the crowdfunding side that was being done. They literally sent you a check when you're done, so there was no sort of connectivity between the money you'd saved and going in to actually purchase.
Okay. People save for the total cost or just the down payment or either or?
It's either or. They can save, it's really up to them to set their savings goal. Our average transaction in is just less than $800, so it's typically a down payment that doesn't include the match if there's a partner match on there, but typically it's a down payment.
Okay, and one last question here. So who is your target demographic? How are you planning on reaching them?
Yeah, so for us, it's younger buyers. It's most people who are going through that for the first time, kind of gravitate towards our social tools, need sort of the help to get that down payment to be able to afford that vehicle. We've had folks that have bought a Hyundai Equus, for example, which is a $60,000 vehicle, and they get a $500 bump on it, but that's probably not our core. And so for us, it's social. Mobile's a big opportunity for us, obviously on the SEO side, and it's really reaching, which is a very tough to reach demographic, a younger buyer, but it's also a highly sought after demographic from the automotive partner side because they've, exactly what Howard said, they're not gravitating towards coming to auto shows and checking out vehicles. So it's what we think is a big opportunity because we want to expand into helping you learn the process of buying, being a helpful hand as you go through that process, and you're saving and you get these offers, and it's really a customer life cycle approach.
All right, awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Seth.